What's up, my dudes? My name is Sensor Turley, and in this video, I'm just going to be talking about the actual planets in No Man's Sky. So, I just wanted to really dig deep down into what could be on all the planets and stuff, which we don't know exactly, but I just think it's a fun topic to talk about and something kind of different. So, anyways, the planets, that's pretty much what you're doing in this game, is going to a bunch of different planets and stuff, but it's pretty crazy the amount of different stuff you can actually have on every planet. That's just what blows my mind. But you see, you have all your different like biomes and stuff, but the cool thing is you can have biomes that you never really even thought of before. That's what's so cool about this game. It has a lot of Earth-like type things, but it also has biomes and everything in this game that could be more alien, more things that we've never even thought of before. So that's what really intrigues me to this game is even though it's a space type game and stuff, you can still have Earth-like things on it, so it kind of makes sense, but it also has a lot of things that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, that are way more alien and way more crazy. So I just think it'd be really cool, and you're going to start on your like home planet or whatever, so that'll be kind of cool. It's like the outside planets, then you're working your way to the middle of the universe or whatever, galaxy, whatever. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think they say it's going to get more alien to the more middle of the planets you get, so that's kind of cool. They're like slowly, steadily trying to work you into a more crazy universe. So that's pretty crazy. That right there just tells me that we're going to be seeing some crazy stuff on some of these planets. Like, I'm talking things that you can't even imagine. Like, I'm pretty sure on all these trailers, we've practically seen stuff that somewhat resembles what Earth is. It's just your grass and your trees and your waters kind of chill, and we've got some little bit of a taste of things like floating islands with waterfalls and kind of things like that, and like some creatures that are crazy and you can't even, they're kind of more floating than flying and stuff like that. So we've gotten to see some kind of alien stuff, but I'm telling you, once we get to more of the center of the Earth, I mean, we may have a planet that it's so bizarre and different that it's no longer even looks like a planet. I mean, it could get that crazy. So, and the creatures could be so crazy looking that it's just a complete alien planet. It doesn't even look like dinosaurs. It doesn't even look like an animal, and it may not even be trees, if that makes sense. It may be like these big tentacle things coming out of the ground, and that's kind of like what their kind of trees are on that planet. Or instead of it being grass, it's like maybe some kind of crazy, I mean, they have like plants and stuff that can attack you, and that's just what we know. All this stuff is what we know about the game. So, and I know they're really good at hiding stuff, and they definitely don't want to show everything. So I'm ready for this game to come out so I can get to discovering some planets, but that's just me. So, and your planets can be totally water. They can be like desert. They can be, more of a snow type planet, more of a lava. That's kind of your standard, what you think of is like snow, desert, lava, maybe something like that, or hills, mountains, grass, trees. But like I was saying there, you could have things that are totally not even any of those things, not even any kind of biome that you have ever thought of before. It's just totally alienistic and just totally out there. So yeah, I love this game for the fact that it just really made me open my mind up a little bit to what could be out there, and it may not get as crazy as I'm thinking it might, but I'm thinking it is. I'm just got that feeling that once we get to the center of the galaxy or universe or whatever, it's going to be pretty gnarly, dude. Like, I mean, it's going to be crazy stuff. So, it'll be really cool, though, because we'll always still be able to go back to those planets that seem more like a normal biome, and then we'll be able to go to those crazy planets that are just crazy out there biomes. So, I'm not really sure. I think the planets, you can definitely have planets that have somewhat of, like, multiple different biomes on the planets, but you're not going to run into, at least I don't think, you're really going to run into a planet that has like 6 different biomes on it or something crazy like that, if that makes sense. They're going for more of just single type biomes on every planet because that fits more of the sci-fi like vibe of everything. It's you know, when you think of sci-fi planets, you think of more, and you can go back to like Star Wars or think of anything like that, where the planets, they show up and like the whole planet's a desert, or they show up and the whole planet, like Hoth, it's totally snow or whatever. So it makes more sense that each planet is kind of its own biome, so then that own planet has its own feeling, and it's a little bit different than Earth. Earth has like a million different biomes, but it's really cool. We're going to have all these, and like the ecology and the weather and everything plays into effect on every planet. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. They just think this game is just this copy-pasted, like you're going to see the same thing on every planet and it's going to get boring instantly. It ain't like that, my dudes. It is not like that at all. I'm telling you, you're going to be in for a surprise if you thought this was just kind of a copy-paste kind of thing, because it's not, okay? These are like millions and millions of different outcomes and algorithms and things like that that make all these different planets. So, I mean, and the odds of having two that even look similar in the same vicinity whatsoever is slim to none. And even if you do find that, they're totally different. The entire planet is totally different. Even if it looks kind of similar, you got different ecology, different creatures, different mountains. It could be a, you know, that's what's crazy. You could have two planets that have the exact same biome, but yet they could be totally different. Just think about it like this. You could have a planet that was grass, just a totally like plains, normal kind of earthy grass biome, and that kind of feels like that. Or you could have a planet that has mountains and hills and caves and underwater caves and all that, but yet it would be the same biome. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it's not going to be as repetitive as a lot of people are thinking. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be that repetitive at all of a game, just simply because I know how they're making the game. It's not... It would be different if they were going in there and making each individual one of these things, but they have these systems in place to where it's making just millions and millions of different outcomes. So, and they're not going in there and actually making each one of those, because that would take just forever to do. It's actually, they're using the computer itself to kind of do all the work, so you're getting so many different outcomes and so many different possibilities, so that you don't have to put in the man hours to make it all. So that's kind of been the restriction of most games, is they couldn't figure out a way to get all this different stuff because they would have to go in there and manually make it. But that's not how No Man's Sky works. See, all this stuff is like goes through a formula, and then it makes all these millions and millions of different like outcomes. So it's like you've always got something different, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, it's going to be really cool, and just the fact that there's so many planets that you can't even discover them all in your lifetime is insane. So that, for me, it's going to be really hard for this game to ever truly get like just totally stale and boring for me. When I think about games that get boring, I think about certain things like Call of Duty, or I'm not like saying Call of Duty's bad or something. I buy it every year, but I'm just saying the reason for me why Call of Duty and games like that get boring is because you're playing on the same maps and you're doing the same exact thing. But No Man's Sky, you know, every time you land on a planet, it's like a whole new area, and it's just a whole new thing to discover, and there's no telling how, like, what happens in the center of the universe, galaxy, and all that good stuff. So there's so many, just simply the fact that just going to each individual planet, if I can talk here, each individual planet, just that simple fact is going to keep me on the game for so long. But the fact that there's this whole like progression system and resources and factions and creature discovering and all this stuff just mixed together, I mean, I'm gonna have tons of fun with this game. And it's not a game for everybody, just I can understand that, but I just hate how a lot of people take it the wrong way. I feel like a lot of people, they think there's no way none of this stuff is possible, and it's not like that, man. I mean, these people, Hello Games has figured out a way, okay? I'm telling you, they've thought about all this through, and they've got it figured out, so they're going to make a really good game. So anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun, and the planets, I'm really excited to see all the different stuff, and for me, the creatures is going to be really cool, but I mean, the planets, That's just crazy, man. It's just such a humongous game, and that's why a lot of people try to like dog on it because they think, oh, that ain't even possible. But I'm telling you, the way they've got it, the way they do the maths and everything, it's possible. Okay, so and the cool thing is, it's not just the planets, it's the creatures, it's the ships, it's the trees, everything in this game is made like that to where it just has millions and millions of different algorithms and outcomes and possibilities and everything. So it's not just all these different planets are looking different, the creatures are looking different, the ships, everything, the way the outside of the planet looks from a distance looks different. You know, all this different stuff plays into effect. The sky of the planet looks different. The nebula around where the planet was is going to look different. The asteroids, you know, what about all the stuff that's not even on a planet? Hello, you know, open your mind up a little bit. Crap, there could be creatures just not even on a planet. So you get to thinking like that, and man, your mind goes nuts about this game. But I don't know. I'm ready for it. That's all I can say. So anyways, this is quite the crazy game. Never seen anything like it before, and I'm super excited. So anyways, I appreciate all you guys watching these videos, and I'll keep on making them. Thanks, guys.